Well, hey everybody, welcome to another cool Not Thursday in New Hampshire. Why is today going to be cool? Well, we're going to take a walk out to Frog Rock. That's right, Frog Rock, not Fraggle Rock, Frog Rock. This thing was an attraction during the 1800s, and it's supposed to be about 10 feet tall. So we got a little walk on a dead road, we're going to do some exploring, and we're going to go see if this thing actually looks like a frog. So we have a nice old road to walk down here. This leads to what was the Reed farm. And during the 1800s, they owned the land that this rock was on. A lot of cool stories around it, actually. So we're in Boston. No, not regular Boston. New Boston. New Boston, New Hampshire. People have been out here since 1736. They started granting land, and I believe they incorporated in 1763. So I'm not solo today. Jenna's with me. She's like camera observer. Say hi.
Hi.
She's just out here for the walk with me. Anyways, the Reed Brothers farm is somewhere out over here, like where the cellar hole was and stuff. And this big frog rock was right around 1900. It was like the big thing for people to get out of Boston and go stay at hotels in New Hampshire. I mean, even where I lived, there was one down the street. The railroad came up somewhat close, and then they would take stagecoaches out to them. But anyways, flocks of people came to see this. They actually, at one point, one of the big hotels in town used it as an attraction. And judging by the land, because that's what we do, even Jen looks over and says, I wonder if that's it up there, just looking at the trail.
You think it is?
It sure looks inviting.
That is a much better walkabout than down there.
Oh yeah, this is definitely it.
Yay. Better grab.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's definitely got to be it.
Yeah, it's got, there it is.
And you know,
Oh, it does look like a frog.
you know what's funny about that? For the people coming out of Massachusetts, it was, oh my God, it was a tourist attraction to come look at the rock. And these guys were probably like, we're never gonna move it. Huh.
It looks like an angry frog.
I think we gotta find the right vantage point, and then we're gonna do something pretty cool. Okay, so Frog Rock, right? Now, during the late 1800s, early 1900s, postcards were a huge thing, and those double, you know, Viewmaster, whatever they were, the stereoscope things. So, there's a picture we found, and the guy standing in it, his name is Charlie. So here we go. The other Charlie, 100 or more years later, at the Frog Rock. Can you see it? Fade in, fade out, go through time. Kind of cool, right? So apparently, I also read that the Reed brothers tried to sell this to the town. They wanted to make it a war memorial, which is a great idea, but what's the connection? Unless one of them served or something, but I don't know. Either way, it's awesome to still find new things to do in New Hampshire here that we had never heard before. So again, looking at the postcard picture, there's definitely a bit less rock down around here, and there's a lot more topsoil now that the forest has grown back. As you can see in the background of the other picture, these guys had it all cleared because this rock stands out. out back there. And it was pasture. I mean, it's just, well, rocky. And definite wall back there. It was also stated in the history that when they would come out here by wagon, lots of people would actually sit out here and picnic. Think about that. Think how many people sat out on this ground. Alright, we're gonna look around, see what else this farm holds for history. Jen's following the path. You know what? There's supposed to be a tipping rock out here. Like that massive one I tried to push off the mountain last year. Right. I don't know, walk around and shake some of these boulders, see if any of them give. I don't think so. Shall we poke around, see if we can find a cellar hole and see what the Reed Brothers farm look like?
Between the rocks, see?
Oh yeah, the entrance to the basement's over there.
Look at this. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, this is different. It's got like storage compartments in the cellar.
Wow.
Well, look at that clump of bricks all together. You know, I didn't look into when the demise of the house was, by judging by the fact that people were still coming up here around 1900. I bet you it was still standing. Alright, let's go check out the entrance, and then there's another interesting thing over there. And I love this, right in the front door yard. Year after year this stuff comes up at old sites. Yeah, don't see too many proper entrances to cellars. Usually they were heading down below from up above. Some nice split granite on top. Plenty of brick. And then this interesting setup. He's got a couple closed in areas. Oh, this must have been the side entrance. Actually, the house could have sat this way. Nice. Now that's a doorstep. Yeah, I guess it could have sat sideways off the road, or it was in fact the side entrance. Either way, it was big. Alright, so heading out back. Oh my god, that's not a cellar hole, Jen. It's just a retaining wall. No. Wow. Because the barn foundation, as usual, is clearly across the road. Unless he had a massive barn here. Some iron. This does have entrance kind of feel to it. Geez, actually, you know what? There's a retaining wall in the back. Wow, this may have been a barn. Whoa, it is. There's a dividing wall in here, right? So, dividing wall, big walls, and then the back wall is way out there. This was a big barn. Huge. That's what's left of a shovel. Oh yeah. Well, you never know what these guys were using them for if it was a cold cellar.
Oh, there's a piece of iron strapping in there.
Yeah, they also used to, I've heard tales of dumping cattle in there before the winter and letting it freeze. Well, they had to keep that meat good. Definitely a thing that was bolted onto another thing.
Something that once served purpose?
Exactly.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Makes me wonder if there's any pictures of this house online. I'm going to look. If there is, I'll show you. But it's nice to just get out and explore and look at these sites without doing anything else except looking and exploring, and just the history alone. As we walked down the old road, it's not far from the Frog Rock. It just looks like woods. Looks like woods, rocks, and every other old abandoned farm in New England. But to think that there were wagons pulled up along the line there in the middle of summer, like right now, and people out there picnicking. 100+ years ago. Wild. Here we go. Is it? Is it? Yes, it is. The well. Half full. I'm glad it's covered properly. Ain't gonna do much for a chipmunk, but it'll keep us from going in.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, alright everybody, that's it for this one. We just wanted to come out and see the Frog Rock. Check out the Reed Brothers home site. And make a video for all of you. Get out and explore your world. We'll see you all soon. Until next time, enjoy. You're not
Thursday.
I took a walk through a dirty town. I didn't see nobody around. I looked away from a ghost in a door, just a shadow of a past that ain't no more.